thankful into time to go, man. Before, as he was slowly fading into the grave, he was being thankful, and he got to bless both sons before he died. So again, the unexpected, and that's how you do it. That's what you do. Verse 22. By faith, Joseph, when he was dying, made mention of the departure of the children of Israel and gave instructions concerning his bones. All right, John, Genesis 50, 24, and 25.
Okay. And Joseph said to his brethren, I am dying, but God will surely visit you and bring you out of this land to the land of which he sworn to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. Then Joseph took an oath from the children of Israel, saying, God will surely visit you, and you shall carry up my bones from here.
So, I had to do a little bit of research on this one to fully understand the story. For 430 years, they were stuck in Egypt. They were born and raised in Egypt. And if you know the story, Pharaoh took them prisoner before they could become an army themselves and go against Pharaoh and his Egyptian army. He imprisoned them to that land before they could rise up and go against them. And during this time, because that's the land that we're living on, they buried Joseph. They buried Joseph on Egyptian land. But Joseph wanted to be buried at Canaan. It was actually at Shechem, I remember reading that. So they had to wait it out. They had to trust God yet again. They had to step in obedience. They had to do everything that they felt they needed to do. And it took 430 years to even get his bones to where he wanted. They had to wait on God to help Pharaoh loosen his grasp and let his children go. And to wait for Moses to rise up and lead his children out of Egypt. And then Joseph's bones was carried to Shechem, where he wanted to be buried. So again, the unexpected. And then the other thing is, you notice too, they were scared to death they were never going to get the land that the Lord promised them. They were never going to get to see it. And if you remember me telling you this from the last lesson, they were promised that they would see it. They were never promised that they would receive it. And they never did receive it. But they did get to see it. So they made it to the land, but they didn't get to receive it. So that's also why they had to bury his bones in Shechem, because God promised them that they would see it. He didn't promise them they would receive it. But like I said, God always has a plan. So this is the conclusion. What do we do when the unexpected happens? And I've made it completely clear. Step into obedience. When God says, let it go, lay it down, do it this way, Or even when he says, lay it all down and trust in me and walk in my ways, then I will bless you. Then I will give you what you've been praying for. Then I will lead you to whatever it is I've called you to. Then I will start you in that ministry. Then I will give you that house, that car, that spouse. But obedience, it has to start from obedience first. Because that's what comes first. You step into it, you're being obedient. Everybody knows this. You all know this. And then comes the trust, because you're trusting God, because once you've stepped into it, then the trust comes. And then you're having faith that the Lord will see you through everything, despite how it looks. So I don't know what you're going through today. I don't know if you're going through a trial or tribulation, or you're in the midst, or whatever it is. But I'm hoping and praying that you take a hold upon this message and you apply it to your life and to the trials and tribulations that you're going through right now. And I'm going to go and tell you right now, without Christ, it's going to be a lot more difficult. And it's going to get a lot more worse. Because, and you're going to, there's some of you, you're going to hate this message. You're going to hate what I'm about to say. But I had to learn this. How do you think God gets our attention? How do you think he pushes us toward him? He puts you through trials and tribulations, even as an unbeliever. If he can get to your heart, if he can draw you to him, and you're not listening, then he's gonna shake your world up. And you're not listening, then he's gonna shake your world up. Because even as a Christian, that was low battery for some reason. Even as a Christian, I would tell God no, or I would do things that I didn't need to do. I would be obedient. I would ignore God. I would try to run from whatever he called me to. I would say I'm happy in the relationship I'm in, and at the same time believing that he was doing something when he wasn't. He wanted me out the whole time, and I never knew it because I was stubborn and I chose not to listen. So he shook up my world a lot throughout my life. And he will do the same to you if you don't listen. He will do the same to you if he's trying to draw you to him and you're not listening. But guys, it's like I said, my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. My ways are higher than your ways, says the Lord. It's because he knows what's best for us more than we do. You got to remember, he created us. We came from him. We came from the very breath of God. So, I mean, don't you think he knows what's better for us than we do? What's best for us than we do? I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Lord. Thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a hope and a future. He knows what's best for us. He knows the plans that he has for us. We have to be obedient. We have to step into those. It's not a me show. Step away from pride. Step away from yourself. And step into the life, a relationship with Jesus Christ. And I promise you, it will be so much better. Even if you go through something, you have constant peace flowing from the Son of God into your life that will never stop despite what you're going through. There won't always be joy, but there will always be peace. He is the Prince of Peace.